Starting.
So, good morning, girls.
Morning, ma'am.
Start better, start reading. Thank you. Start reading better.
Ma'am, can I do Aisha?
Okay, better. Yes, start reading. Hello, hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Start reading better.
Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, can I continue now?
But you are not reading, so I had to ask someone else. Start reading then, better.
Ma'am, I on.
Okay, Aisha, continue.
Substances is acidic. The word acid comes from the Latin word acre, which
No,
means
start with about acid, better. You cannot start in between. I did not hear you.
yes, ma'am. About acid, curd, lemon juice, orange juice, and vinegar taste sure. These
Star,
substances
star,
taste
better.
sure.
Star. It is not sour, it is sour.
Yes, ma'am. Sure. Because they contain acids. The chemical nature of such substances is as is acidic. The word acid comes from the Latin word acre, which means sure. The acids in these substances are natural acids.
So, curd, lemon juice, orange juice, and vinegar. What is the taste of all these substances बेटा? It is sour. जिसको हम खट्टा बोलते हैं, ठीक है? Now these substances, why do they taste sour? Because they have acids in it. Why do they taste sour बेटा? Because they have acids in it. And so nature is acidic, right बेटा? Now this has come from a Latin word, which is that word called acer. And the meaning of acer is sour. And whatever acids that we are getting in these substances, they are natural acids. What are they, beta? Natural acids. Because these are all from nature, right? All these things are natural. You will see acids, type of acids, where is it found? So you see here name of acids. I'm reading it, but we will be finding it a bit difficult because the names of acids are a bit difficult to speak up. So I will take the charge. First is hydrochloric acid. Where does it found? Where is it found, beta? Where is it found? Hydrochloric acid. It is found in stomach. Okay, so your stomach has got which acid? Girls,
Yes, ma'am.
your stomach has got which type of acid? Yes. Your stomach has got which type of acids, beta? Hydrochloric acid. Which type of acids? Hydrochloric acids. Okay. Next is sulfuric acid. The sulfuric acid you get in car batteries. If you have a car at home, there's a battery in the car. So in car batteries, you get sulfuric acid. Then we have nitric acid. So nitric acid, you get in explosives. And what is that explosives? Like dynamites, right, beta? Then bombs. All these will have nitric acid. Then we come to acetic acid. Now, acetic acid is vinegar. What is acetic acid? It is vinegar. Carbonic acid. What is the meaning of carbonic acid? Types of sodas. You having sodas like Thumbs Up, Limca, Sprite, Mazda. All these things have got carbon dioxide gas in it. And when you open those bottles, you get that fizzy sound coming out from the mouth of the bottle, right, Beta? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
You get that gas coming out, that uh, fizzy sound from the mouth with foam. What are those? Those are carbon dioxide gas. And this carbon dioxide gas, when mixed with colas, it becomes carbonic acid. This is almost like a toilet cleaner. You know that? It's so strong, you can clean your toilet with sodas or with colas. It's so dangerous. So that's why we don't allow the children to have colas so often. You can have it once in a while, but not so often because it is going to remove the enamel of your teeth. It's so strong that you should know that enamel of a teeth is the strongest of the bone which is available in our body. The enamel you get on teeth, it's an outer covering of your teeth. Even cola has got the capacity to degrade the enamel, to remove the enamel from your teeth. So be careful. Then we have phosphoric acid. Now, phosphoric acid is for flavoring common acid. Flavoring means giving the smell. Formic acid. Formic acid you get in ant sting. When the ant bites you, you get that sensation of burning, right, beta? When ant bites you, it takes out blood also at times, but there is a sensation of burning. That is due to presence of formic acid. Then we have citric acid. The citric acid, you get it in, where do you get with the citric acid? Citric acid, you get it in lemons and oranges. So you have citric acid. Then we have lactic acid that you get in curd. Oxalic acid, spinach. What is spinach, beta? It is also known as palak. Have you heard of that? What is bhaji? Girls, if you are there, please answer me.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So what is this palak? Palak is spinach, right, beta? It has got oxalic acid. Then we have ascorbic acid. Now, ascorbic acid you get in amla and citrus fruits. So the citrus fruits are lemons as well as oranges. These are citrus fruits. You get ascorbic acid and citric acid in oranges and lemons. Then we have tartaric acid. The tartaric acid is available in tamarind. What is tamarind? Hello. What is tamarind, beta? I think I taught you regarding tamarind. Hello. Yes, what is tamarind? Hello. Hello. It's amli. इमली जिसको बोलते हैं, right? Then we have grapes, draksh, unripe mangoes as kachi, peri. All this will have tartaric acid. Now, acids is over. Do you want to ask me any question regarding acids? We are through acids better. We are starting with bases. Do you want to ask me any questions regarding acids? Girls,
Yes, ma'am.
do you want to ask any question regarding acids?
No.
Have you understood everything? Yes? Okay, let's start with bases then. Start reading. Rabia, you wish to read better?
Yes, ma'am. Bases. For example, baking soda. It is not sour in taste, so it is not acidic, but it is bitter in taste and feels soapy on touching. So these are bases. The nature of these substances is basic. These can also be called alkalis.
Alkalis.
Examples alkalis. Examples are potassium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide.
Done? The example that we are going to take of basis is baking soda. That's the example that we are taking. Okay, beta. Now it is not sour. Okay? It is not sour, so it is not acidic. Now, if it is not acidic, it has to be something. But what taste it has? It has bitter in taste and soapy on touching. What are they called as? Bases. What are they called as, beta? Nature is basic, and also the other name is alkalis. So basics are also called as alkalis. Is this clear? Usually, if at all the chemicals that has got hydroxide, you see this? All of them got hydroxide. These are bases. So bases generally have got hydroxide name in it. Any problem? So potassium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, all these are bases. This is sodium hydroxide. These are potassium hydroxide planets. And this is detergent, soap. This is soap or detergent to wash clothes. These are all basics. Is this clear? Once is this clear? Please answer me, beta.
Yes, ma'am.
Continue. Continue.
Yes, ma'am. Base. Base bitter to taste, soapy to touch. Water soluble base are called alkalis. All alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkalis.
Now, base we are talking about when you taste it, it is bitter. When you touch it, it is soapy. Any base which is soluble in water, they are called as alkalis. So water soluble base. That means when you dissolve it in water, these are called as alkalis. Always remember that all alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkalis. That means all bases you cannot dissolve in water. But whatever you dissolve in water, they are bases. Is this clear? What it is doing, beta?
Turns red litmus blue.
Then completely
Ma'am, how it is the pH?
pH. That's all. pH.
pH greater than 7.
This thing should be this, I think so. Instead of PHEN, it should be PHAN, right? Beta? Yes,
Yes.
comparison. So I'm trying to make you edit. If it at all, when you see, you should read accordingly. Okay? So what is pH? pH is more than 7 and hence they are called as base. And what do they do? They are changing red litmus to blue. So they are called as base. What are the examples of base?
Examples of base: detergent, baking soda, drain cleaner, antacid base, ammonia, soaps, hand or dish, lime water, milk of magnesia.
Thank you. Now, the base examples are detergent. What are detergent? They are soaps. You should know that. It is by which we wash our clothes. That is called as detergent. Baking soda, we make cake of it. Drain cleaner, when the drain gets clogged, it gets blocked or choked, and the water comes out from all the drain. So what you do, we put drain cleaner, that is basic. Antacid, whenever you have acidity, you take the Digin tablets. So these are antacids. The basics base are taken in the medicine. Then we have ammonia soaps. The hand wash and dishwash, we use ammonia soaps. Lime water, nimbu pani, that is also base. Milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia is a medicine. Okay, so that is magnesium hydroxide is called as milk of magnesia. It is a medicine. Whenever you have acidity, we take these medicines.
About base. Baking soda tastes sour. What is its taste? Since it does not taste sour, it means that it has no acids in it. It is bitter in taste. If you rub the solution between fingers, it feels soapy and touching are no
Touching.
so it feels soapy on touching are known
Unknown
as
acid.
base. The nature of such substances is add to be basic.
Right? It's said to be basic. But S is missing. Right, beta? The nature of such substances is said to be basic. Instead of aid, it should be said. Right, beta?
Yes,
This is how we have to improve, isn't it, beta? If it is not
yes,
given, we should make out what is there and we will read it contextually. Now the question is baking soda sour? Then what is its taste? It is, if it is not sour, that means it is not acid, right? Because it is bitter in taste. And when you touch it between fingers, you feel that soapy feeling. These are known as base. What are these substances, beta? They are known as base. And the nature is said to be basic. Now, you see names of base and where do we find them? Do you want to read or should I carry on?
yes, ma'am.
Do you want to read, beta?
Okay, ma'am. Names of base found in sodium hydroxide, found in soaps, drain cleaner. Magnesium hydroxide, found in antacids. Aluminium hydroxide, found in antacid deodorants. Deodorants.
It's like a perfume, you
Calcium,
should know that. Aerosol.
uh, calcium hydroxide, found in lime water. Ammonium hydroxide, found in window cleaners. Magnesium hydroxide, found in milk of magnesia. Ammonium hydroxide, ammonia, common base.
We see wheat base and then where is it found? Sodium hydroxide is very common. Generally, we get in soaps and drain cleaner. So the soap that you are using is having sodium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide is a medicine used as antacid. That if at all you have developed acidity and you get that heartburn and your stomach is hurting and it is you are not feeling comfortable, you feel uneasy and you feel vomitish. Suddenly your head starts reeling. All this is a symptoms of acidity. So to bring it down, what we add to our body or to our stomach, antacids. So that is magnesium hydroxide. The other antacid we have is aluminum hydroxide. And this aluminum hydroxide has got another use, that is in the means of deodorant. Now, deodorant is a type of spray use. If you are sweating a lot, then you use deodorants. Next is calcium hydroxide, lime water. Now, what is lime water? Have you heard of tuna? Like when you are painting your house, first you do the distemper, and that you distemper, you do it with the calcium hydroxide. First you make it white, and then you make it colored, isn't it, better? Hello, hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you hear me? What I said?
Yes.
So that is called as the tuna is called as calcium hydroxide. Then we have ammonium hydroxide. This chemical we use it for cleaning our windows, not the ordinary windows, the long windows. French windows I'm talking about. Magnesium hydroxide is again taken as a medicine, as milk of magnesia, as antacids. Ammonium hydroxide is a very common base generally. It's got ammonia. In making of ammonia, we use ammonium hydroxide. Now we will see what are the weak bases and the strong bases. Read better. Nothing is in the book. Hello, girls. All these slides that
Yes,
you
ma'am.
see, these are all extra information. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Just for the sake of understanding, I'm putting all these slides. But you will read only the information that I'm giving to you. That is the question answers. Is it understandable? But to understand, to get the knowledge, I'm giving you all these slides. Okay? Read. Please read better.
Yes, ma'am. Weak versus strong base. Weak base. Potassium carbonate, sodium carbonate, ammonia. Strong bases. Sodium hydroxide, sodium phosphate, barium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide.
Weak bases are, that is, they don't react so well. You understand what is called weak and strong? That means the capacity of reaction is less. That is why it is called as weak base. Strong bases, they react very fast. So the weak bases are potassium carbonate, sodium carbonate, and ammonia. The strong bases are sodium hydroxide, sodium phosphate, barium hydroxide, and calcium. Now we have through acid, bases. Now we are going to work on indicators. How do you indicate that whether this is acid or this is base? Is this clear?
Yes.
We have to find out. No, you cannot keep on tasting everything. We may die, isn't it? You cannot keep on
Yes,
tasting all the things. We may die. So now there has to be some provision. There has to be some ways by which we can physically find out whether this substance is acidic or basic. Is this clear? Is it better?
yes, ma'am.
Start reading.
Indicators. Special type of substances are used to check whether the substances are acidic or basic in nature. These special type of substances are called indicators. The indicators change their color when added to any of acid or base. They can be natural or artificial. Examples of natural are, are turmeric, china rose, and litmus.
Now we have or we have come across, because just put off your mic. Rabi, I think it's coming from your.
No, ma'am, it's someone else.
Just check whose mic is
Does
unmute.
Goran?
Please put a message for her, beta. Please put off your mic, beta. Whoever's mic is on, please put it off. Check your mics. Girls, please check your mics. Message for her if possible. Have you? Ask her to leave that place and go to some other. We have special type of substances to find out whether a substance is acidic or basic. These substances are called as indicators. Exactly what it does, it changes the color. So when you add to acid, it will change its color. If you add to basic, it will change to another color. Now these indicators can be natural or artificial. Want to learn? There are natural indicators as turmeric, there is haldi, China rose, there is gudhal or hibiscus, and litmus. See over here, litmus you get from lichens. You can see this? This is lichen bitter. And these are the litmus paper, red and litmus paper. This is hibiscus. So you get a flower like this, see, like this. You see this flower? Hello, hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You see this type of flower?
Yes.
It is white colored, orange, pink, yes or no? Red. So this is jasud. This is also called as jasud, right? In Gujarati. So this is hibiscus. So we make an indicator out of it. So we warm the water and put this flower. You can get that pink color. That becomes an indicator. Then we have, that's all. And turmeric I will show you later. We'll go one by one. Natural indicators. Please read. Please read.
Yes, ma'am. Natural indicators. Litmus, a natural indicator. The most commonly used indicator is litmus. It is extracted from lichens. It has
Lichens.
a lichens. It has a mauve purple color in distilled water. When added to an acidic solution, it turns red, and when added to basic solution, it turns blue. It will be in the form of solution or in the form of strips of paper, known as litmus paper. Generally, it is available as red and blue litmus paper.
So what are we learning about? We are learning about litmus, which is a natural indicator. This is what we use always. Which one we use with a litmus paper? This is commonly used. From where it comes? From lichens. What is a lichen beta? Lichen is a combination of algae and fungi. I repeat, lichen is a combination of two organisms, that is algae and fungi. What are they doing beta? They help each other. Now algae with the help of photosynthesis is preparing food. So it gives food to the fungi. And what fungi is giving to the algae? It is giving a shelter. It is giving a place for the algae to live in. Is this clear? This process is known as symbiosis. So what is lichen? It is symbiosis. Both the organisms are living together happily, helping each other. You understood? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. What is the color? It is a mauve color. What is the color, beta? Mauve color. What is the meaning of mauve? Purple color. Light purple color in distilled water. What is distilled water, beta? Pure water. What is distilled water? Pure water. So this distilled water is used for injections. Always remember. It is so pure that it is used for making injections. Now, when you are adding this litmus indicator to acidic solution, it becomes red. And when to basic solution, it turns blue. Is this clear? So, the blue, if I add to acidic solution, the blue paper will turn red. And if I take red in basic solution, it will turn to blue. It can be either in the form of solution or paper, which is known as litmus paper. And whatever paper do we get? See, red and blue litmus paper. Red and blue litmus paper. Also in the form of solution we can see. You see this over here? Yes, better. This is red and this is this solution, litmus solution, and that was paper. Is this clear? So what happens in the acid? Hello? The blue will turn to red in acid and red will turn to blue in basic. Is this clear? Is this clear? Girls,
Ma'am.
all of you understood? How is it working? You understood all of you, beta? Now again we learn more about litmus. The same thing I think. Now this is the last thing that you have to add up. If the substance do not change its color, see this, the last line. Please read the last line before. But if substance do not change its color to red or blue litmus, that becomes neutral solution. What it is called as? Neutral solution. If there is no change in color, then that solution becomes neutral. I want to show you how the lichen looks like. See, this is how it looks like. See, beta? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is how the lichen looks like. Have you ever seen in jungle, in rocks, on rocks? Have you ever seen beta? This is how it looks like, okay? Beautiful, isn't it? See how beautiful it looks like?